I play paintball because it gets me away from the real world. I'm a plumber by trade, and just the stress during the week just kills me. So going to play paintball is kind of like my getaway.
Getting up, I don't know why I'd want to get up on Sunday morning, 5 in the morning, drive 2 hours to go play, but I do.
The brotherhood in paintball is just like, it's amazing how I think of these guys as my second family.
It's much more camaraderie. Like, you guys kind of, you horse around, you have a good time, but then you go out there and you just kind of get serious, have your game plan, and you just get it done together.
We're here to have fun, we're here to play, we're here to win, but we're also here hopefully as ambassadors of the sport to try to, get people to want to play at that tournament level.
How would I explain paintball? That's a good question. I don't know. Most of the people who come to the field know what it is. I'll say that paintball is not a war game. Most people who are out playing are not pretending that they're fighting in Afghanistan or Vietnam. It is a shooting game. You are running around with guns. You are shooting other people. But it's not really a war game. It just doesn't play that way. And to that point, most people with real military training do not play particularly well, because in the real world, getting shot has bad consequences, so you don't want to do it. Whereas in paintball, it's a tactical move.
My outside life is paintball. I work full-time, have a career working hospitality industry, but even when I'm at work, thanks to the position I'm in, I still have time to dedicate to it. I spend most of my days, that's where I try to capitalize on contacting sponsors and working stuff out with them. But on average, I could probably say I spend maybe 20 to 30 hours a week just dedicated to paintball.
It's extraordinarily expensive because it has a consumable. Why is soccer the most popular sport in the world? Because all you need is a ball. All you need is a ball, and you can play soccer. A ball and a hoop, and you've got basketball. Baseball, a ball and a stick. There's no barrier to entry. In paintball, you need paint. And you need a lot of paint, and paint costs money. So it's expensive beyond what the other sports are, and there isn't any sponsorship. And some of that is because we are running around with guns, and that has a certain image.
Gotcha. They're going for the Aztec in the middle. Let's go, front!
Paintball is a big part of my life. My girlfriend is slowly learning how much it requires. I don't think she understood it when we first started getting together, but she's slowly learning that every Sunday, don't expect me to be home, and if she wants dinner before 5, she's ordering takeout. Love her to death, but that's just how it is until the snow starts to fall.
It's an enormous commitment for time. It's an enormous commitment for money. You're not going to be able to get the same kind of job that you'd be able to have if you weren't playing pro. You're not going to be able to have as good a relationship with your girlfriend as you would if you weren't playing pro. You're not going to get paid when you win. I think you get a medal. They might have cut out the medals in a cost-saving move. And all of about 1,000, 1,500 people at the tournament will know that you won, and half of them might even care. So it's certainly a labor of love because you're not getting much else out of it.
I just came off a divorce. A lot of it, I contribute to the sport of paintball. And I feel bad. I put some stuff on the back burner I probably should have put back on, put it back there. And I'm man enough to admit it, learn from my mistakes. So as much as a commitment I try to make to the sport, to the team, I still also try to remember that I also have those commitments at home. I'm fairly old in comparison to a lot of guys on the team, so my dreams of going pro are not there. You know, I have no aspirations of being pro. I just want to go out there and have fun. I know a lot of guys on the team want to try to do the traveling thing, do the nationals, you know, work their way up, which is cool. But as far as the future, I think there's a lot of potential there. We got a lot of great ballers. We got a lot of people that really love the sport, are passionate about the sport. But for me, the future with Any Pride is just a lot of long-lasting memories.
Growing up, I played like a lot of sports. I played baseball, you know, basketball, soccer, but I never really, you know, felt that I excelled in it. And then I picked up a paintball gun in like 2010, 2011, and I kind of just jumped in with the big guys, got hooked. And now I just really have a motive to go and play, the best I can, and have this be the sport that I excelled in, and hopefully play professionally one day.
If you really want to become a good player, it's not going to be fun. And this will be a good question for you. You really think you want to be a good player? Go buy a case of paint, go snap shoot a pie plate. Go snap shoot 2,000 rounds into a pie plate. And at the end of the day, decide if that's what you want to do every Saturday for the next year. If you don't, give it up. What team can you get on that's going to put you in a position to get on to the next team, to the next team, to the next team? So the top dog right now is 187. They're playing in the Challenger division, which is like the bottom half of Pro division. They're an excellent team. They have a fairly full roster, or they have a roster that's as full as they want to get right now. So let's call that a closed door. Step behind them is Bloodline. Bloodline is Anthony Vitale Jr.'s team. They're another very good team. They are also trending upwards. Both of those teams have excellent sponsorship from a field, have structure and organization provided by a field owner, either Anthony or Dave Painter. They both have very good players. So either of those teams are good. If you're not on Bloodline right now, well, what are you going to do that's going to get you on Bloodline?
Pride's been a great team. We've been practicing with those guys. We grew up with most of those guys. So they broke out last year and really became a higher tier local team. So we've been practicing them a little bit more, and they're good guys, good players.
I think what Pride represents, especially for New England, is a really great group of guys. They're all friends. They don't argue with any other teams. All they want to do is really progress in the sport, help grow the sport, and that's what really paintball is all about. So I do envy how they go about their paintball.
To me, being pro in paintball is unlike being a pro in any other sport. There's very few individuals at that pro level that, in my opinion, are professional. By professional, I mean they're making a living. They're making an honest paycheck. They can pay their mortgage, their rent, put food on the table. The average pro in this league, in this sport, any format, whether it be 7-man or X-ball, really isn't going to make that money.
If you're a good enough paintball player, you might not get paid. You might get paid. You might get paid, let's say $20,000 a year while you're a college student. Well, that's not bad. You might get 10 free trips or 5 free trips a year to Europe. Well, that's not bad. Travel around the United States, and granted, it's not like it used to be. We used to go to Vegas and party real hard and then play a tournament. You're not going to do that anymore, but you still have an opportunity to travel and see things and make a little bit of money. So it's not a bad goal to have, but a lot of it comes down to things that are outside of your control as a player. Seeing the person play, you can tell them whether it's likely going to happen. And the truth is, pro players tend to start young. If you're not on someone's radar, worst case, if you're not on someone's radar by the time you're 20, it's probably not going to happen. That's not to say that it won't happen. Probably not going to happen.
You love the sport. It's plain and simple. You love the sport. Unlike any other sport out there, there's just something about paintball that drives you from a passion level. It's unlike baseball, unlike basketball. I was an athlete growing up, but there's just something about the camaraderie. There's something about the aggressive play, I guess you could say. The fact that you're going out there to try to shoot somebody. But it's a passion. It's a love for the game. That's why you do it.
One thing I would want to say is if you haven't played, try it. Don't shoot it. Don't shoot it down until you try it, because it's a blast, and most people when they play it, they say they had an awesome time. So,
idea, they should definitely come on down to Boston Paintball, just hang out, just talk to us. We're very friendly, and we'd love to see the sport go further than what it already is.
Have fun. It's all about having fun. You know, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. If you're not having fun, the field's not doing it right. Ultimately, the goal is to have fun. Whether you're here for a birthday party, you're here out playing in the woods, or you're out in the speedball field, you're out here to have fun. If you weren't having fun, why would you be out here?
Go, 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 go!